Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of ordering numbers. This is standard 8.2D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 27 off the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got three different rectangles. They are not drawn to scale. They all look the exact same size, but obviously they're different diagonals because we need to put them in order from shortest to longest. That's least to greatest. And so whenever we are putting numbers in order from least to greatest, to order them, I always say go with a decimal, because once you have your decimal, you can just compare place value very easily there. If you wanted to make fractions, it's just a pain because they have to have the same denominator, and we've already got one of them. 6.7 is already in that, so let's put P equals 6.7. That's super simple. So we've got S, and then we've got T. So we can get exact on S. We're going to kind of estimate on T. So S is 34 over 5, so we're just going to divide up. So that's 5 goes into 34, almost 7 times. Would have been nice and even if we had 7 times, but it's going to just go 6 times. So let's bring in a decimal. You can add as many zeros after the decimal as you want, and that's going to go 8. All right, so 6.8 even. All right, so that's pretty simple. So when we're going from shortest to longest, P is going to come before S. So our big question is this T. We're going to estimate this. Obviously, if you have your calculator, go ahead and pull that out. You do have calculators on the STAAR test for 8th grade. But how could we estimate without that? So 36.5. It's strange to have to take the square root of a decimal. So what we do is we find the square root closest to it on either side. So just barely above it is going to be the square root of 36. That makes 6. And then if you do 7, that's going to be 49. Now look at the spread. So we've got a range of 13 to get from 36 to 49. And holy cow. This is 0.5 away. I mean, this 36.5 might as well just be 6. So that's 12.5 away from 49. So if you're looking at it kind of like on a number line like this, right? You've got your 6 and your 7. This is your square root of 36. And this is your square root of 49. That 36.5 is probably going to be like right there. I mean, it's just barely past 36.5 going all the way up to 49. It's not even close. So that means this is going to be 6 point, I don't even want to make that 6.1. If I were to guess, I'm going to say 6.05, just because that's just so small. Now, obviously, we do have our calculators, so let's just go ahead and plug in square root of 36.5, and we were close. All right, so I said 6.05. That's my estimate. So I'm going to make these little squigglies here. Really, it's 6.04152, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on. You don't need that many decimal points. So that was close enough. And really, if we had to use our calculator, that's fine. But it's really not close enough to others to be concerned. Now, let's put these into our hundredths place just so we can easily compare. So our shortest is going to be rectangle T. So we've got these two as options. Next is going to be P, 6.7. And then after that, we finally get our S, 6.8. So our only answer here is going to be B.